When it comes to spices, I love baking with cinnamon because it makes very delicious baked goodies. So today I'll be showing you how to make cinnamon rolls, which are going to turn out soft, fluffy, and perfect for breakfast, brunch, or even as a snack. I'm going to be adding a twist to the recipe, so hope you'll be watching until the end of the recipe. I'm super excited for my cinnamon rolls, so I can't wait for them to get ready. So into your mixing bowl, you're going to add in your dry ingredients, and I'm going to start off with 10 grams of instant yeast. Add in my sugar, all-purpose flour, and salt. Using a whisk, you're going to whisk in the dry ingredients until fully combined. Then next, you're going to be adding in the wet ingredients. You're going to crack in 1 egg and add in your buttermilk. Then using a spoon, you're going to whisk in the wet and dry ingredients until fully combined. The acidity in the buttermilk is going to help break down the gluten in the flour, so you're going to have some soft and fluffy cinnamon rolls. I have several other cinnamon rolls recipe where I use fresh milk, but today we are going to be using buttermilk for that soft texture. So once I have a shaggy dough just like this, I'm going to go in with my hands and knead for around 2 minutes. Scrape the bottom of the bowl to make sure all the flour is fully combined. I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of flour so that I can work on my dough. After kneading for 2 minutes, you're going to add in 1 tablespoon of margarine into the dough, and then you're going to fold as you knead until the margarine is fully combined. This is after 2 minutes, and as you can see, the dough is not sticky at all. When the dough is ready, you're going to form into a ball just like this. Then you're going to place it back in your bowl. Cover and let it rest for around 1 hour or until doubled up in size. It's been 1 hour and my dough is ready. So the next step is to make our cinnamon filling. So in a small bowl, you're going to add in half a cup of sugar. Add in a tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Then I'm going to add in margarine. You can also add in softened butter. Then using a spoon, I'm going to mix in the margarine, cinnamon, and sugar until fully combined. This is how your cinnamon filling should be looking like. So once done, you're going to place aside, and then you're going to line your baking tray with parchment paper, ready for your cinnamon rolls. This is how my dough is looking. So I'm going to punch in the middle to remove the excess air in the dough, just like this. Transfer to my countertop. So I'll sprinkle in a little bit of flour. Transfer in. Then I'll be kneading for around a minute. Make sure the surface is well floured. Then I'm going to be using my rolling pin to roll out the dough. Make sure you also flour your rolling pin, and very gently you're going to push your dough, and it's going to be very easy for you to push the dough because it's very soft and elastic. So I'm done rolling out my dough. So the next step is going to be adding in our cinnamon filling, which is smelling so good. So I'm going to spread my cinnamon rolls all over my dough. And using a palette knife, I'm going to evenly spread the filling on the dough. Once done, you're going to pick your dough on one end. Then you're going to tightly tuck in your dough just like this as you roll into a log. Once done rolling your dough, you're going to pinch the end just like this. Then using a string or a knife, you're going to divide your dough in half. Just like this. That is marking. You're going to mark your dough in half. Then you're going to divide the dough into 5 pieces. Just like this. Go on the other side and cut into 5 pieces. Just like that. Then I'm going to tuck my dough underneath the I'm going to tuck my string underneath the dough and cut. It's going to be very easy for you when using a string because the string is going to cut the dough evenly. There you go. So I'm going to place on my prepped up baking tray and finish off cutting the rest. Once done, you're going to cover your cinnamon rolls and rest for around 5 to 10 minutes or until doubled up in size again. After 10 minutes, this is how my cinnamon rolls are looking like, and as you can see, they have doubled up in size again and ready to bake. So you're going to be baking at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. I'm going to very carefully pick my cinnamon rolls and place them on my cooker to cool down a little bit while I make some icing sugar for decorating my cinnamon rolls. So I'm going to add in a tablespoon of water at a time as I mix until I have a thick consistency of my frosting. You can also add in some milk. Add in a little bit more. Add in a little bit more water. Then I'm going to stir in until fully combined with the water, and this is how the consistency is going to be looking like. As you can see, it's flowing but not too thin. So I'm going to wait for around 10 minutes until my cinnamon rolls have cooled a little bit, because right now they're super hot. When the cinnamon rolls are cooled, you're going to add in your icing sugar, which is going to add in so much sweetness to the cinnamon rolls. So I'm going to carefully add in my frosting. My cinnamon rolls have turned out amazing, soft and fluffy because we added in some buttermilk. That means that I'm going to enjoy each and every single bite. And the icing sugar has added in a little bit of sweetness to each bite. Hope you'll be giving this recipe a try.